David, F&B Railroad. I'm here to bring you a layout expansion update, which I haven't done in a while. I did a few videos on my vacation, and I gave you a what's up video, which showed what we're going to have this update on. So if you haven't seen that video, you might want to go back and watch that. But yeah, I'll show you the update that I got going on. What I've done, I haven't done a lot, but I've been trying to work my backdrop into my background to make that work for me. And let's just get into it and let me show you how I've been doing these things. So you guys saw some of this in a video I did earlier. I've been finishing off the canyon. I got some trees in here with some color. And you can see I got some grass stuck up in the rocks here and there. And then I have this mess underneath the bridge here. And what this is right down here, you can see it, an old boxcar. Boxcar went off the edge of the bridge, smashed into the ravine there, bottomed out in the bottom, and it's just been sitting there rusting away. Nobody decided it was worth pulling out of the ravine, so they left it there. There's a few trees that have grown up through it. Good thing it missed the towers that hold the next bridge. But there it is, nobody got hurt, just a loss of the car, I believe. And then you saw this, my two towers for the two bridges back here. And I've put in some more static grass. Matter of fact, I gotta go in and vacuum it all out. And there's all kinds of white particles all over the place because I just did some plastering. But I've also been working on these trees to blend them into the background here. So I think they've blended pretty good. Looks like it's going to work pretty well. I got some rocks over here that I've got painted and whatnot. And back in here, I'm going to have a dirt road coming up for the mine. And these rocks here will blend off into the trees and whatnot back there. So that's what I've been doing. And these trees here, these trees, you see them, there's another one there, another one there, another one there. A lot of those trees are Woodland Scenics armatures that I've pulled some furnace filter over, glued in place, and then flocked. And I can show you how I've been doing that. So I've been working on trees for my background area, trying to blend them into my background, and what I've been using has been these. I bought these a while ago, and they come in all kinds of sizes. But they come like this. Just a brown, shiny armature, you got your tree base and whatnot. So what I have done is I go and paint them. So this is one that I've painted. I paint it with a dark gray, and then I dry brush it with a light gray, and I don't paint it completely because you can still see the brown coming through and whatnot, but I do get some different color on there, and I do base as well. So when that's done and dried, I get my spruce nippers here and I'll nip off the base. I'll set that aside. And then this tab right here is designed to go into the base. And that's supposed to be the tree. Well, I don't like that. One, there's no way to stick it into the layout. Two, I don't think the base looks all that great. So I nip off the stem and take my little file. I'll file it down a little bit flatter. And then I'll take my number 7 blade and line up in the center. Start a starting hole. And I take my drill, which I have a drill bit about 3/32 because I'm using 3/32 welding wire. And I drill into the armature about a 1/4 inch, 3/16 quarter. So here you can see I drilled a hole about 3/16 to a 1/4 of an inch. I'll set that aside and I'll move on to the base. I'll take the file and I'll file the mating surface on the base, and I'll take my saw and I'll cut around the base, being careful not to cut my fingers. Once I've gone all the way around, get a pair of pliers, hold on to the base. There we go. Start that. Start that. Now, I've been leaving plastic that sort of melts and sticks onto it as roots. I've just been leaving them on there. And now I take my welding wire, take my file, file the end of the wire a little bit to give it a tooth. Take my CA, some CA on it, take the tree, stuff the wire in there, take a little more CA, put it on the bottom, and then take my stump, feed it onto the wire, bring it up, and turn it till it seems to fit the best. The extra CA off of there. And that makes the armature. Now what I'll do is I'll bend these out however I want. I'm not sure what we're gonna want. Maybe twist that a little bit. Twist these out flat. Just play with it, twist them, bend them. They're supposed to be bendable. And the other thing I'll do is once the wire's in there and the glue's got a hold of it, I'll cut that off. And there's my stake. Now I got a way to hold it. And bend things around. And that makes my armature for my tree. Now, to be able to put the foliage on there, I've been using this filter material. Sprayed it brown, it's that blue plastic filter material. And I pull it and stretch it out. And I'll stretch out a piece and I'll just lay it on what I think looks good. That looks a little too small, so what we're doing there. We'll use a piece there. And again, I'll go back to my CA. Put some CA on the armature. And then just stick filter material right over top of the CA. And I'll just keep doing that. So this is the last piece. That kind of makes a complete canopy. Makes it look more like a tree to me. So now that that's done, I'll give it a haircut. Go around and sort of shape it to what we want. So, what I think is going to be too much of a scraggly. So we can't even see that I'm cutting anything off. I'm just getting a kind of long, loose fibers that aren't going to look right for a tree. And what I want for the tree to be up and down here where all the branches and everything are. So now that that's done, what I do is I use some of this horse turf, and I use my Mod Podge full strength. And what I do is I take the Mod Podge and dip it and put it on top of the filter material. And then, I got my little container here. I grabbed some of the coarse foam here, and I just stick it on top of what I've done and shake it off. And then I'll do a little bit on the underside, because we can't forget the underside of the tree. Do the same thing, we just stick it on there, let that Mod Podge grab it, and we hit it, and I let it shake off, so there's not a lot there. If you have too much, it looks too full, doesn't look realistic. And I just keep doing this. The only thing you have to be careful with is this is filter material, so the Mod Podge will seep right down through it. You have to be careful not to put too much Mod Podge on it, that it does seep through the filter material and fall into what you're working in. This is what I've been doing to fill in that section on the layout beyond the canyons. Blend the foreground or the background into the backdrop. Not foreground, it's all background. And these would be nothing but background trees. I wouldn't expect them to be all that great for a foreground tree. But I do believe they make a decent background tree. That's what I've been doing to make those trees that you see in the background. Now all the white that you see is the Mod Podge, but that will dry clear. And then if I want to add more color, I'll put some more color on top, and I'll hit it with some alcohol and some 50/50 Mod Podge and water, and add color to it. So that's it for the video. You saw what I've gotten done on the layout and the trees I've been building with the already made armatures, just modifying them a little bit, and how I put the leaves and so forth on them. I have been doing some plastering. You saw some of that plaster dust in the static grass that I had to clean up. So I'm working my way across to the other canyon, at which point there will be another video for that, I'm sure. In the meantime, I appreciate everybody who watches my videos, all the comments I get, the thumbs up I get. I just love it all, and I thank you so very much. And as I always say, keep on modeling.